Hi guys, and welcome back to Solo English TV. I hope that you're having a wonderful day today and that you're ready to learn English with me. Okay, before I forget, please hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new, so that you can learn English with me every day. And I've also been told that if you hit the bell icon, you will get a notification to tell you when I upload a new video. So hit that bell button and the subscribe button and the like button and comment down below if you like today's video. So let's get into it. Today I have another news story, okay? Another news story for you. Now this story comes from a newspaper or an online newspaper. That means it's on the internet, okay, called Business Insider. Now, Business Insider, that sounds like the story will be about business. But as you can see from the title, the story is not about business, and I'm not sure why it is in Business Insider. But this story is about a message in a bottle, okay? A message in a bottle. Now, what is a message in a bottle? Well, quite simply, it is when you write a message, write some words for somebody, some words that you want to tell somebody or give somebody, all right? Write a message, normally on a piece of paper, fold it up and put it in a bottle, So sometimes we can use a plastic bottle with a screw top lid, but in the past they used to use glass bottles, okay? Glass bottles that came from maybe Coca-Cola or ginger ale or lemonade, okay? These were glass bottles, or even bigger bottles from wine, okay? Those big wine bottles that you get, so you can put the cork back in the top. And when you have the message in the bottle, you then go to the beach or go to somewhere that you can see the sea or the ocean, and you throw the bottle into the ocean and it floats away on the sea. Now, lots of people do this as an experiment, okay? An experiment to see, where will my message go? Where will my message go? And there have been many famous stories about messages in a bottle that have washed up, okay? Washed up, that means gone on or found another beach far away from where it was thrown. Washed up on a beach in another country or on the other side of the world. And somebody has found the message in the bottle, opened it up, read the message, and written back to the person that it came from. Okay, so this is if you hear the sentence or the phrase message in a bottle. This is what it is. Normally a message inside a bottle. Put the top on and throw it into the sea and see where it ends up. Where does it go? Okay, where does the message go? So today's story comes all the way from the First World War, okay? The First World War. So the First World War started in 1914. So over 100 years ago, okay? Over 100 years ago. Wow. So this story, this message in a bottle story, comes from the First World War. Now, if you would like to read along with me, and you would like to open the news article, I will put the link to the story in the description below and we can read this story together. Okay, so the headline, as always, we talk about the headline of the story, which is the title of the story, is That Time an 85-year-old message in a bottle made its way to a World War I soldier's daughter. Okay, so let's read this story. On September the 9th, 1914, well into World War I, Private Thomas Hughes was on his way to the front lines of battle. Okay, so private is his rank. That means he was a soldier. We call a soldier private, and his name was Thomas Hughes. So he was on his way to the front lines. That means the epicenter, or the big battle, right? The front line, that is where the war is being fought. Okay, so he was on his way to go to the front lines of battle. Traveling on a boat, he managed to write a brief message to his wife. Wow, so his wife was probably back home in England, which he then placed inside of a ginger beer bottle. Okay, ginger beer. Do you know that drink, ginger beer? It is like a fizzy drink that tastes like ginger. So we call this one ginger beer. And he put the message in the bottle, screwed the top, and dropped it into the English Channel. Okay, the English Channel. That is the sea between England and France. We call this bit the English Channel. Now I'm going to read his letter for you and explain some of the words, because some of the phrases are older phrases, older English phrases, because this story is about 100 years old, or when he wrote the letter it was nearly 100 years, or actually over 100 years ago. Okay, so his letter read like this. Dear wife, I'm writing this note on a boat and dropping it into the sea, just to see if it will reach you, if it will get to you, okay? If it does, sign this envelope on the right-hand bottom corner where it says receipt. So that means that if the letter or the message gets to his wife, she must sign it and put her name on it to say that she got it. And your name, yes, put the date and the hour of receipt. So what day did she receive it and what hour did she receive it? And her signature. Okay, and then at the bottom of the letter he wrote, ta-ta sweet, for the present, your hubby. Now, ta-ta means goodbye. Okay, so ta-ta we would use, a long time ago people used to say ta-ta for now, or ta-ta for now, or ta-ta to say goodbye, ta-ta for now. Unfortunately, 2 days later, so 2 days after he wrote the letter, he was killed in the war. He was killed in battle. Okay, so he never knew if somebody found his letter or not, because he was killed. That is very sad. Okay, that's very sad. Okay, so that was pretty much the end of the story for Mr. Hughes, or for the soldier who wrote the letter, because he died 2 days later. He never knew if his letter was received or if it just disappeared to the bottom of the ocean. He never knew because he was killed in battle. But after the war, the soldier's wife and their 2-year-old daughter moved to New Zealand, okay, moved to New Zealand, which is on the other side of the world, okay, New Zealand. Do you know where New Zealand is? It is next to Australia. Okay, now, so they moved to New Zealand. The soldier's wife and young child moved to New Zealand. And then 85 years passed. Okay, 85 years passed. So nobody saw the letter for 85 years. Okay, nobody knew it even existed. And it wasn't until a fisherman caught the bottle in 1999. Okay, 1999. A fisherman, somebody who catches fish, found the bottle or caught the bottle in his net. Traveling to New Zealand, he managed to deliver the message to Hughes's daughter, Emily Crowhurst. So obviously Hughes's wife had already died because she would have been quite old at this point. But the fisherman managed to find the soldier's daughter, Emily, and delivered the letter to her. Wow, that's a lovely surprise, I'm sure. Imagine that, getting a letter from that your father had written to your mother 85 years ago during the war. Wow, that must have been amazing. And Emily Crowhurst, who is the daughter, said, "It touches me very deeply to know that his passage reached a goal." That means it touches me very deeply. That means it makes me feel fantastic. It makes me feel amazing to know that his passage, right, his message, his written message, had reached a goal. So it had reached somebody. It had arrived at a destination. I think he would be very proud. It had been delivered. He was a very caring man. Okay, great. So that is the story of a message in a bottle. Wow, so 85 years that bottle or the message had been floating around in the sea and nobody found it. So that must have been a lovely day in the daughter's life to receive that letter. It's almost like a piece of history in your hands. A piece of your family history is in your hands after all that time. Yeah, that must have been a wonderful experience. Well, like I say, that story, if you would like to read more about that story, there is a little bit more to read. As I said before, I will pop the link to this story in the description down below and you can read it in your free time or watch the video again and come back and read it with me. Well, that is it for today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed today's story. If you did, leave a comment in the comments below and let me know how you feel about this story, and if there are any words or phrases that you don't understand, leave it in the comments below and I'll try to explain it for you. Okay, so thanks so much for watching, guys. It's lovely to see you here again, and don't forget to hit that like button down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new and you would like to learn English with me every day. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.